Okay. Um, if we look at this particular setup, this is GBPUSD. I just say make I drop this update for everybody who is interested in taking the trade. Hopefully you saw it as quick as it is before the market move on its way. Although the market is, we are already approaching the Asian section, which we know says spread is always very crazy during those periods. So you can just be patient if you want to, but what I'm pretty sure is that no matter how big the spread is going to be, you can't be stopped out. So if we look at this on a one daily time frame, just see how I marked my key level, which is the what the A shape key level. If we look at it, you see it's an A shape key level with liquidity and everything protecting it. And if we, based on our principal theory, we need to see if that particular A shape is going, if that particular key level is going to hold, you must see a sweep of that particular key level. Not only a sweep of the key level, the sweep must also engulf a recent high. So if we go down to the 4 hour time frame, the very first, if we look at the very first sweep here, if we trace it back, we'll see that this is the high. The where I mark the yellow is the high that we expect it to have swept, but unfortunately it does not swept it, and we saw a shift in market, an internal shift in market structure here. Therefore, some people will have taken a trade here and be expecting that the market should fall. I mean this other block. Let me mark it here. I mean the other block here. I mean this other block. Some people, since they saw a sweep, some people will have marked this place as their other block, having a high, a recent internal high protecting it. But you see, that was a sweep again. So which is where we are waiting for. We want to see a sweep of an high before we can say truly this particular thing has been confirmed. It was a change in character. So if we see this was the high that we marked, which correlates with our key level, so which is one daily key level. And after that, we saw it was a perfect, with a good volume, a perfect shift in market structure, the change of character. Some people call it change of character. So therefore, you just, no need for you to wait for long. Just set your entry. So I will have used this tiny supply level, but you know, market can leave you as my part of my back test. Sometimes it can react at the FVG and just go, but since we have too many we have too many volume around that same or small key point, so just set your entry here where I put my was my entry, my key, my keys SL and the what and the take profit. If you see, this is the this thing. The red one is your stop loss. The gray one is your what is your entry point. It's an instant entry. Don't wait for it again. And the green one is your take profit. That is almost like one ratio what? That is 1 ratio 5. So you are risking just 67 pip to earn almost like 361 pip. That is a crazy, that is a, because I'm targeting this particular what liquidity. So this particular liquidity is what I'm targeting because I have backtest and saw that that place has no what relevant zone that can rejected it up to that level. So it's an instant entry. It's an instant entry. So I will update you guys as it goes tomorrow. I know there is a particular trade on our, is it GPP, JPY, and I did not update. I still have the picture of how the market went. It was a perfect entry. We got an entry to sell in that particular video, my recent video before this one. So it was a sell, but the sell was stopped out because the volume was too high, and we look for a breaker block, and we are able to go in instantly, and we have a perfect, it's even more than what we anticipate, all the Jeffrey, all the, it was after Jeffrey Benson took little profit with the buy. What do you mean? It was all very obvious in the market that the bullishness was so crazy that even they, I know that he might have a trade still running why he asked some people to close. So some people, most of his community that knows how to analyze market like him, they might also hold it. It was a massive buy. So I will still update you guys. I was just busy today. I just saw this market. I just say make I give you an instant entry so that you can also enjoy. But don't worry, since we are using a 4 hours time frame, the spread wouldn't, it cannot be as stupid as for it to stop you out. So if you can place the entry now, good. But if you can wait till around 1 a.m., as I mean Nigerian time, West African time, UTC plus one, if you can wait till 1 a.m., so you can enter if the market is still very young, because volume is decreasing small small, so you can enter. But if you see that the market has gone beyond what you can and what you can take, just let the market go and wait for another entry. So but if you can risk it, just go in, just go in and stomp in, and just close your trade and expect your laughing your laughing entry till tomorrow. So because we never can tell, within few minutes, if you say we should wait till 1 o'clock, it can just take maybe like two candle or 15 minutes to complete the structure. Let's even see how the market looks like on what, on 1 hour. See something, see pool of liquidity, see pool of liquidity there, struggling, and the seller took over. They took over after there was a sweep of what, of high here. They took over instantly. See, massive, massive, massive bearish candle. So if you can see, the market is even showing that it's not going to reach that point. Look at this timing. You will have been anticipating for an entry here, and imagine the market is reacting from here. So peace. Let me just drop it so that the market will not go far before it reach you guys on YouTube. So please help me to like and share so that people, it will reach a lot of people. But please and please check the timing before you enter and confirm that the market has not gone beyond what you can risk. If you don't catch this, you will still catch another one. Please and please don't risk, because any risk in market is you are playing with your money. Nothing like a regret. You play with your money. Thank you.